What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that sounds almost too good to be true, but I promise you, the science backs it up. What if I told you that you could significantly boost your workout pump, increase your strength, speed up your recovery with a simple 5-minute meal you eat right before you hit the gym? Sounds crazy, right? Well, stick with me because I put this exact method to the test for 2 solid weeks, and the results. They were absolutely insane. We're talking about a level of muscle pump and vascularity that I've never experienced before. And the best part? It's not some expensive, complicated supplement. It's a simple combination of natural foods that work synergistically to supercharge your performance. So let's get right into the secret sauce. What is this magic pre-workout meal? It's incredibly simple. A handful of watermelon and a sprinkle of sea salt. That's it. Yes, you heard me correctly. Add watermelon and salt. Now, before you click away thinking this is some kind of joke, let me break down the powerful science behind why this combination is a game changer for your workouts. It all comes down to 2 key components: L-citrulline and sodium. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of an amino acid called L-citrulline. When you consume L-citrulline, your body converts it into another amino acid, L-arginine. Now, L-arginine is a precursor to nitric oxide. And if you've been in the fitness world for any length of time, you know that nitric oxide is the holy grail for getting an incredible muscle pump. Nitric oxide acts as a vasodilator, which means it relaxes the inner walls of your blood vessels, causing them to widen. This increased blood vessel diameter allows more blood, oxygen, and nutrients to flow to your working muscles. The result? That tight, full, pumped feeling we all chase in the gym. It's not just for looks either. This enhanced blood flow delivers more fuel to your muscles, helping you push out more reps and lift heavier, also clearing out metabolic byproducts like lactic acid more efficiently, which can delay fatigue. Now, where does the salt come in? This is the other half of the magic equation. We're talking about high-quality sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, not just regular table salt. The key ingredient here is sodium. For years, sodium has been demonized. But for athletes and anyone who sweats a lot, it's an absolutely critical electrolyte. When you work out, you lose sodium through sweat. Sodium plays a crucial role in fluid balance and muscle contractions. By taking a small amount of sea salt before your workout, you're essentially hyperhydrating your cells. Sodium helps pull water and other nutrients from your bloodstream into your muscle cells. This process, known as cell volumization, not only contributes to a bigger, fuller muscle pump, but also improves hydration at a cellular level, which is vital for performance and strength. Think of it this way. The watermelon and its L-citrulline are widening the highways for blood flow. The sodium is acting like an escort, pulling all the good stuff directly into the muscle cells. It's a powerful one-two punch that creates a pump like you've never felt before. So, how do you actually prepare this? It couldn't be easier. About 5 to 10 minutes before you start your warm-up, take about 1 to 2 cups of cubed watermelon. I just keep a container of pre-cut watermelon in my fridge to make it super convenient, and the quick absorption of the sodium hit your system right as you restarting to lift. This isn't like a complex carb meal that needs an hour or 2 to digest. This is a fast-acting performance enhancer. All right, so that's the science, but what about the real-world results? Let's talk about my 2-week experiment. I was skeptical, I'll admit. I've tried every pre-workout supplement on the market. Some work, some don't. But I've never had something this simple make such a profound difference. For 2 weeks, I ditched my regular pre-workout powder and switched exclusively to the watermelon and salt combo before every single training session. I kept my training program, my diet, and my sleep exactly the same to isolate the variable. Week 1 was an eye-opener. On day 1, I did a chest and triceps workout. My warm-up felt normal, but by my second set of incline dumbbell presses, I noticed something was different. Pump was coming on way faster and way harder than usual. By the end of the workout, my muscles felt so full and tight it was almost uncomfortable, but in the best way possible. The vascularity was what really shocked me. Veins in my arms and shoulders that usually only make a subtle appearance were popping out. It was a visual confirmation that the blood flow was on another level. My strength felt solid, maybe a slight increase, but the most noticeable effect was muscle endurance. I was able to squeeze out an extra rep or 2 on my later sets, which I attribute to that improved nutrient delivery and waste removal. Throughout that first week, the experience was consistent across all my workouts, whether it was leg day, back day, or shoulder day. The pump was consistently faster, bigger, and longer lasting. I even noticed that the pump stuck around for a good hour or two after I left the gym, which was a nice little bonus. Recovery-wise, I felt a little less sore than usual, especially after my high-volume leg day. Again, this makes sense. Better blood flow means faster delivery of recovery nutrients to damaged muscle tissue. Now, going into week 2, I was curious if the effects would diminish, like your body getting used to it. But that didn't happen at all. In fact, it felt like the effects compounded. It was during this second week that I started seeing noticeable strength gains. For example, on my overhead press, which had been stalled for a while, I was finally able to break through a plateau and add 5 pounds for a solid set of reps. My deadlifts felt stronger and more stable, and my squat depth felt better, which I think was partly due to the improved hydration and muscle function. The mind-muscle connection was also on a different level. When your muscles are that pumped, you can feel every contraction so much more intensely. It really allows you to focus on the target muscle and make every single rep count. By the end of the 2 weeks, I was completely sold. My strength was up on all my major lifts. My recovery was noticeably faster, with less delayed onset muscle soreness. And the pump. It was consistently the best I've ever had. It was a visual and physical feedback loop that just made me more motivated and focused during every single workout. And all of this came from a simple, cheap, and natural 5-minute meal. It just goes to show that you do and always need to rely on fancy formulas with a million ingredients to get amazing results. So, here's my challenge to you. Give this a try for yourself. Just for 1 week, swap out your current pre-workout for 1 or 2 cups of watermelon with a little sea salt, about 5 to 10 minutes before you train. See how you feel. See what happens to your pump, your endurance, and your strength. It costs next to nothing to try, and you might just be shocked by the results. So let me know in the comments below if you decide to take on the challenge. I'm genuinely curious to hear about your experiences. This simple hack has completely changed my pre-workout ritual, and I'll definitely be keeping it in my arsenal, especially for those big training days when I really want to maximize my performance and get an insane pump. It's science-backed, it's effective, and it's delicious. What more could you ask for? Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you found this information helpful, and that it gives you a new tool to take your training to the next level. If you enjoyed this video and want more science-backed fitness tips, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. Drop a comment with any questions you have or to share your results. Till next time, train hard, eat smart, and get that pump. See ya.